What happens when 100 of the strongest men on Earth face off against a 400-pound silverback gorilla? With no weapons, no escape, and only one can survive. This debate has exploded across social media, but today we settle it. No hype, no fantasy. Just cold, hard facts. Who walks out of this death match, and who doesn't walk out at all? In one corner, we have the gorilla. 600 pounds of muscle. Can deadlift over 1,800 pounds, with estimated bite force around 1,300 psi, equivalent to the bite force of a crocodile, enough to shatter bones and run at speeds over 20 miles per hour. And most importantly, they are wild animals built for survival, not show. Arms like tree trunks, agility like a ninja, and smarter than your cousin. Now let's meet the challengers. 100 grown men, not couch potatoes, not TikTokers. Let's say they're not just average guys. These are strongmen, elite lifters, and combat-trained athletes. Big, powerful, trained. These men can lift, punch, and cry, sometimes all at once. Their strength is unmatched unless you count the literal beast they are facing. This isn't Donkey Kong, it's the King Kong cousin, the Death Incarnate. But here's the catch. No weapons, no armor, no escape, 100 men, one gorilla, one arena, and a lot of crying and screaming. Let's imagine the cage. 100 yards wide, steel walls, no trees, no escape. The gorilla sniffs the air. The men circle, flexing like it's an Instagram photo shoot. Now some of you are thinking, surely 100 men could swarm and overpower one gorilla, right? Wrong. Because this isn't Minecraft. This is nature's executioner versus a pile of protein shakes and bad decisions. In a chaotic arena, fear, confusion, and hesitation come into play. Most people, even strong ones, are not prepared for the sheer violence and speed of a gorilla. And the gorilla doesn't get tired. The more you annoy it, the angrier it gets. Imagine fighting a Hulk. Silverback gorillas don't fight fair, they go for the kill. Bones get crushed, faces get mangled. And in a confined space, just a few seconds of carnage can break the morale of the crowd. 100 men charge. The gorilla doesn't flinch. Then first 10 men charge. Instant regret. Gorilla grabs one, yeets him like a rag doll. Another gets swatted across the cage like a fly on leg day. We're 12 seconds in, and already 10 dudes are down. This isn't a fight, it's a massacre. Sudden silence. Then boom! The gorilla explodes out of the pile, swinging, biting, roaring. 20 more men down. 30 are running. One guy is crying. Another is vlogging. By the time half the men realize what's happening, it's too late. The gorilla is moving like a hairy freight train on cocaine. At man number 70, the gorilla starts to get bored. Not tired, bored. Like it's just waiting for a real challenge. Let's be real. The average gorilla is not just very strong. It's terrifyingly fast, shockingly strategic, and it doesn't get tired. A gorilla can lift over 1,800 pounds. It can shatter steel with its bite. Its skull is built like a tank. You know what 100 men have? Weak knees and fragile egos. Even if all 100 attacked at once, which they wouldn't, because one of them is already crying, reality begins to clock in. The gorilla would still reduce them to protein paste before breakfast. Scientists agree. Even with 100 humans, unless they're coordinated like a military unit, and they're not, it's chaos. Gorilla takes them in waves. One swipe equals 3 funerals. No amount of biceps can save you when your opponent is King Kong's cousin on rage mode. And so, we declare the undisputed champion of death battle fantasy logic, the gorilla. So next time you and your gym friends say, bro, we could totally take a gorilla if we had 100 of us. Remember, you couldn't even take your last breakup. So, who wins? Let's recap. Gorilla, 1. Men, 0. Gym memberships, cancelled. The winner, and still undefeated champion of the animal kingdom, the gorilla. Still think 100 dudes could take down a gorilla? Drop your arguments in the comments, and be glad you're not in a cage with a silverback gorilla.